Carson Kelly began his professional career in 2012 when he joined the Johnson City Cardinals as a third baseman. Carson's arrival played a big role in our decision to immediately convert that team's projected third baseman, Sam Tuivailala, into a pitcher. Fortunately, that move ended up working out all right for everybody involved. So from the minute he walked through the door, even if unintentionally, Carson was already helping us develop major league pitchers for the Cardinals. A little more than a year later, we approached Carson with the idea of having him become a catcher. The strong arm and soft hands that he displayed at third base, profiled physically behind the plate, but more importantly, the maturity, leadership, and intelligence led us to believe he could handle the rigorous mental requirements for being a catcher. He embraced the change, and the transition went smoothly, culminating in him receiving the minor league baseball's Gold Glove Award for all catchers in his first full year behind the plate. Carson began this past year in Springfield. In addition to his exceptional defense and knack for making his pitching staff better, he swung the bat well, hitting .287 with 6 home runs and just over 200 at-bats. He was promoted midseason to Memphis and actually posted a better batting average and on-base percentage at AAA than he did at AA. His quality season was rewarded with the September call-up, which he immediately punctuated by hitting a double in his first major league at-bat. It would have been a tremendous season for anyone, but Carson capped off his year by participating in the Arizona Fall League, leading all catchers with a .286 average. He participated in the league's All-Star game while also being named to the Fall League's top prospect team at the end of the year. The Cardinals have a long history of elite defensive catchers, largely due to Dave Ricketts' legacy, and epitomized by Gold Glovers like Tom Pagnozzi, Mike Matheny, and obviously Yadier Molina. Although Carson never had the opportunity to work with Mr. Ricketts, Carson made big strides this year in his efforts to join that group. The St. Louis Cardinals 2016 Minor League Player of the Year, Carson Kelly.
Oh, thank you very much, John. That was very nice. Thank you. First, I want to thank the writers for having us here. I mean, it's a tremendous event and dinner, and 2016 was a whirlwind for me. As John said, going from AA up to the big leagues, it was definitely a special moment for me when I got my first hit with my parents in the stands, and there's nothing better than having it in a Cardinal uniform. So. Thank you. And I can't thank the coaches and the staff, just from being drafted in 2012 to where I am now. It's been a long process, but I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. And we always talk about in spring training all the championships and the '67 World Series championships, and there's nothing better. I mean, and that's what I want to be a part of. So, everybody be ready, because 2017 is our year. All right, thank you.
Luke Weaver's 2016 season began inauspiciously when he suffered a broken wrist while shagging fly balls during BP toward the end of spring training. But he worked hard rehabbing, using that wiry strength, bouncing back after a 2-month layoff, and made up for his lost time by dominating the Texas League. In his 12 starts, he posted a 1.40 ERA, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer in all but one of his starts. In 77 innings, Luke struck out 88 hitters while allowing just 10 walks. That earned him a promotion to Memphis, where he fired 6 shutout innings of 2 shutout ball to earn the win in his AAA debut. However, before he had the opportunity to make another AAA start, Luke received the call to join the Cardinals in Chicago and to make his major league debut against the Cubs in Chicago, in Wrigley. Luke struck out the first major league hitter he faced, his new Cardinal teammate, Dexter Fowler. He followed that up by striking out Chris Bryant and getting a ground ball from Anthony Rizzo to complete a 1-2-3 first inning. He kept the team in the game that day and allowed just 2 runs, and the Cardinals ultimately won 8-4. Luke allowed no more than 3 earned runs in any of his first 7 major league starts, posting a 3.21 ERA with 43 strikeouts in 33 innings, while allowing just 10 walks in those 7 starts. He even showed he could swing the bat, adding a 3.85 average as a hitter. For the 2016 season, Luke led all Cardinal minor league starters with a 0.92 whip while posting a 1.30 ERA and nearly an 8-to-1 strikeout-to-walk ratio. So in a season that began with a fluke injury, he ended up emulating recent first-rounders Michael Wacha and Marco Gonzalez by quickly blowing through the top 2 levels of the minor league system and playing a big role for the Cardinals in a major league pennant race. The St. Louis Cardinals 2016 Minor League Pitcher of the Year, Luke Weaver.
Check. First off, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity. Without him, there's just no chance. Thank you. Also, I want to thank the Baseball Writers Associations for having me, and also Carson. I know we're very thankful for this opportunity, and to receive this award is very humbling and just a cool honor. I also want to thank my new wife, Olivia. Shout out to her. Also, my parents, her in-laws, and just everybody who supported me along the way. Coaches, players, teammates, all that. It's been a crazy season, like you said, breaking my wrist. I know Mo wasn't happy about that. Had to look him in the eye the day after and was just like, okay. And give me that evil eye. It was scary. But I've had a bad start to both seasons. I've been a part of the Cardinals. I'm 0 for 2 with starting with the team. So this third year, third time's the charm. Might come with some bubble wrap or something like that. I haven't figured it out yet. But I'm very excited for this upcoming season. Just thankful to be here. And like Carson said, just excited for our 2017 season. And hopefully that ends in a great way. So thank you.
Congratulations to both of you guys. Obviously, you've met. Good. Young kids, 23, 22, part of the Cardinals' future. Very exciting. First round pick out of Florida State, a second round out of high school. You guys have made an impact very quickly. Carson, I want to ask you first. You talked about being here with the tradition in this room and the 67 guys behind you and what happens throughout the organization and some of the names that we've been talking about. What does that do for you as a young player to understand you're a part of some traditions that you can stand on the shoulders of?
Well, we look up to these guys. I mean, just going into spring training, we get to see those guys come out and put a uniform on and be out on the same field as them, and they give us their little peace of mind and the things that can help us get better. So that's the beauty of the Cardinals. They always give back to us.
You're also in an organization that loves to promote from within. You guys are 2 of 11 guys that made their major league debut a season ago. How important is that for a Cardinal minor leaguer to know that if you perform and you keep pushing, that there's a chance?
They always say that you're closer than you actually think. And I believe that because I went from AA to the big leagues. I had no idea I was going to be in the big leagues come September. So it was definitely a great feeling, and being able to share it with my family was tremendous.
And you're getting a chance to work alongside one of the greatest catchers I've ever seen. I don't know if anybody I've seen plays better defensively. No offense, Mike. Mike was a phenomenal catcher himself, obviously, and Dave Ricketts a great teacher. And by the way, Dave Ricketts a member of the 67 World Championship team. But you're going to get a chance to work not only with a manager that knows about catching, but a guy that knows an awful lot about it.
Well, that's the history part, and just dating back. I mean, you can't think of a bad catcher in the St. Louis Cardinals organization. So, I was joking with Mike. He asked me a question the other night. Said, "Who's your favorite catcher?" And I said myself, actually. So,
that's a good answer. That's a great answer. One last question for you. You played with Luke, obviously, both AA All-Stars a year ago. Why is he so good?
I mean, it's Luke Weaver. It's Dream Weaver.
You didn't answer his question.
I did. It's Dream Weaver. I mean, what more can you ask for? Yeah, we go back and forth. I mean, he wants to fight me sometimes. I want to fight him. That's usually how it goes. But
maybe Bob and Tim McCarver know something about that too. It happens. It's all good. So Luke, let me get you for a couple of questions here, and let me start with that one. Why is he so good?
Well, you mentioned that we just met earlier.
Yeah.
I don't really like him. No, he's. I mean, it was mentioned that he started off as a catcher, and I think that transition to even being we started off as third baseman, going into catcher, but that transition has got to be just so difficult. And as a player, and I know other players speaking on their behalf, that catcher's got to be one of the hardest positions out there, maybe besides pitching. But no, there's just a lot of fight in him, a lot of grinding, and he's come out on top, and he's got so much potential. And I'm saying way more cool stuff about him than he did about me.
That's good though.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's good. That's enough. So you say He appreciates it. You said that pitching can be tough, but a 1.78 ERA in your 2 years in the minor leagues, you did make it look fairly easy, got here quickly. What are some things that you learned a year ago from your big league experience?
Well, I don't know if people realize, but there's a person in the box, and they help you out too. It's not all me, you know. Like they hold the bat, so you know I gotta shout out to them for helping me out with those stats. You know. But you know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, you know. I didn't ever think that route that I took with these statistics and accolades or whatever it may be. You know, like I said, I owe it all to God, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity. But you know, there's a plan out there that He has for me, and I'm just riding it right now.
And we are thankful that we have Luke Weaver and Carson Kelly in the Cardinals organization. Congratulations.